Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome back to Planet Crafter. I've done some slight little adjustments to the base. I've moved the stairs over and I've put a platform here. I've brought over the power generation and I've brought over the pressure drill. I need to go back for the heat, and I'm just going to put the heat over that side there, just to make this place less barren as it is. We do have a few recipes pinned up in the corner, and our TI has gone up about 70 since we called off on the last episode. We have got our bees back again, so I've put the bees up on the roof, and then there's enough for 1, 2, 3, 4 farms around it. That should keep me going. I'll be having the auto crafter underneath, so the auto crafter then can pick it up. Fingers crossed. We don't have enough to do the tier 2 at the back because I need T1 fertilizer, but I have a way around that. So up in the corner we've got a couple of things pinned. First one is water. Let's try and build that. So now we have a water coming in until we actually get water on the ground, and then I'll upgrade it until one of the ground ones. The next thing I've got is the two most important ones, I think, are going to be the rockets for bringing goods from the other planets here. So the first one I want to be building is we've already built the extraction platform around the corner, is the trade rocket. Have the stairs coming to the front. That should be high enough. Okay, so that's a problem we're going to have to go and fix. I wasn't seeing that one coming soon. Now we do need to go exploring again because I haven't got enough pulsars. I've only got 3. I need 5. So unfortunately I can't build the best power we've got. We've got to go down to the next tier. So the next tier would need explosives and 3 uranium rods. Have I got that? No, I've got 1 uranium rod. Now we'll have to go down to the next tier below that then. That's going to be that one. 3 super alloys and 2 water bottles. Now we have got super alloys because I broke down some of the rods. That's why I'm managing to build some of this stuff. I've got some lockers upstairs. Not all of them's full. But that's good. We can go out looting today. And we need a couple of waters. We've only got 1 there. But the other water's upstairs, or do I need to go hunting for ice? Well, we'll have some water from that pretty soon. We put all the food in one section. Okay, so I do have an extra water there. So can I build... It's only going to give me 86 power. Let's hope that's enough to get us back onto the power grid. So currently... No, it looks like we're going to need about 200 or 300. But at the moment, we're going to have to take the trade rocket back up. It is important, but not important enough to stop all our production. But what about the other one? Let's go back down to the narrow view. The other one is the interplanetary, which needs 375 energy. Which is only 50 less than this, so that's making me think we won't have enough for it. Let's just have a look at our power screen. So what do we have? We have 128, so yeah, that's not going to happen. But for the moment, we will put this tier 1 down. Actually, I do have enough uranium rods on me. It's because we can't build the train things at the moment, so I might be able to just go and build that. No, we'll go back to what we said. We'll do the tier 1. We'll just keep us going at the moment. Bit extra power. We did the water thing. Next thing is the biolab. We want to get the biolab off the back here if it will fit. And this is also going to take power if I remember right. The biolab up there, it's only going to take 40 energies. That's absolutely fine. Okay, fits there nicely. And I did start to put some supports underneath just so it looks a little better. We did use most of our iron that we had available. Please say the computer screen's the right way, and it is perfect. So we can craft all the bio stuff if we want to, and we can actually craft the explosive, which we needed in one of the items. I can't remember which one it was now. So we do have 1 cosmic quartz I was going to use on the trade, and I think I probably will do that, but we need pulsars really to continue. So the next thing I want to do is get all the loot out the car. Get all the bio stuff and give its own locket, its own thing to it. We've got T3s up there, some more extra rocket engines, that's it. We'll come back for the rest in a second. So I think the locker upstairs I've got nothing in at the moment. We'll put all the bio stuff into here. I was hoping to get the trade rocket down as, the drones down as well. Because we have a lot of these seeds at the other place. I could have just told them to bring all the seeds back to here. But yeah, I'm happy with that just being bio stuff and seeds and plants. So let's take all this bio stuff out of here. Keep it all together. Just so when I know I need to craft. We'll put lava in here, that's fine. We do have a lot of this honey we could eat. But we do need to get a beans and some seeds to get that running, really. Yeah, a good amount of bio stuff there to get us started. Unfortunately, we've got no T1s, but we can break down the T2 to get T1s back. Because I think I needed it for the bio lab 2 for the tree bark. But we do have some tree bark, so it's not desperate right this second. So at the moment, I can't really build anything else. So let's put all the rods back over here, keeping it all in one location. So that's all our rarer stuff. Okay, these are not really rare, but they are on this planet because we don't know where to get them from. And then I've just got a mixture of everything in here. Take the osmium out because that's a little rarer. That can go in with this stuff. We could build optimizers, but we don't need to at the moment because we got no fuses. Well, we've got a few fuses, but I don't think we've got anything really on one to use. Fuses might still be in the car. We did stack the screens up on top of each other. There's one screen I haven't got, and that's the one I'm going to need the purple one for, the solar system screen. And we can access everything. So if we look at the messages, these are the ones from the other planet we was getting. Riley is somebody we was getting off Prime, so we'll go back to that another time. Val, that was the message we got in the new place, and Koa. So these are the very brand new ones. So if you have a look, the Icalas messages was from 3037 and the Zeodans was 3056. So this is really, really early in the terraformation progress. I'm trying to think when we dig up the messages. From Starform Robotics about us leaving. Yeah, so it was 3058 we left the original planets. So these new messages we're getting are about 45 years before we terraform the first planet. Well, actually, it's going to be a bit more than that because those messages wouldn't have been when we terraformed. It would have been from whoever was there before we terraformed it. Okay, we've got no more iron there. We emptied all that out. We've got food and water. Actually, no, we need to get the rest of that out. Dump all the stuff, have a clean car. We are going to need some more water. Our machine downstairs should start producing it now. So I will empty that before I go. Trade rocket stuff we'll put over here. So we've got a growth multiplier and a production multiplier. And an energy multiplier. So I could actually put... That is one way to extend our power. Is build an optimizer if we've got two explosives. Now, I would rather have these explosives to build another eat one, but I think this is a better call. But I think I've just used my iridium rod. Well, these was for building the trade rocket. We can just have to leave that for the moment. And we should have 3 obsidian over here. This will sort out our immediate power issues. So currently our power, we've got 175.3. If I put the optimizer over here, the T2, let's hide everything that's not the iced here. Put it in the center here. Should be able to get 4 there, 4 here with the power. And, of course, I forgot to pick up the fuse. It doesn't boost until you put the fuse in. Now, that energy fuse was going to be in the trade rocket, I think. We'll just have to put that off a little bit. So now this machine is having an 150% boost to what it's producing, which will give us 800 power now. So we could get one of those T2s and T3s we've got up in the top. I think the interplanetary rocket is going to be the better one. So that one there. So we're looking at this recipe here. We'd have to use our only cosmic quartz, T2 rocket engine, super alloy rod, and 2 circuit boards. Let's just dump some of this stuff we don't need away. Circuit boards, that. Don't need the aluminium, and we don't need all this water, but we will keep the oxygen on us. Aluminium can go into here. We can get one of the things down, and we'll get the trade rocket down when we get the next rod. Because this is a little taller here, I think I'm going to put it on this side. So yeah, these things are really, really, really good. Raise it a little off the ground. Actually, I'm okay with that because we'll put the others this side. So anything we want to get from either Prime, so everything in the containers there, I can order that stuff. So at the moment, we're having a bit of a struggle with pulsars. We've got 10 pulsars available sitting at Prime. If we go back to Humble, we'll have a lot more, 27. But I'm happy to take the stuff from Prime because that's not going to be one of my main hubs. It's going to be Humble that's doing all the production there. So yeah, I think I am going to take all 10 crystals. That will fix our power issues. We know we need purples. Let's grab 3 of those. I've got 7 cosmic quartz sitting there, so I'm happy to take them all. And I've got 5 spaces left. Well, we did say we were struggling with uranium rods. Put 3 of those on. Anything else I want to get? T1 fertilizer if we've got it. I'm happy to knock down, because we're going to find quantum on here. There it is. Take it down to 5. And let's find the fertilizer again. I'll bring the T1s with us, because we don't really make that. I'm happy with that. Launch the shuttle. So in 10 minutes, I'm going to have that back. So fantastic these things are. What was the other thing? Planetary delivery depot. I never really found out to use those correctly. Okay, you can set automation between this and another planet. Instead of you having to keep coming back here and choosing it. Portals we can't use. So I am happy to take off this because we've built it now. And when that comes back with the uranium rods and the pulsars, we can sort the power and take that tier 1 up and build a couple of more power generators. I could have asked for some fuses if I'd have thought about it. But no, I'm happy with that. And then we can build that when it comes back as well. We've done the bio, so we can take that off now. Let's see if we can do the other one. Actually, we might need to wait for the T1s to come back to build the biodome here. Would need bacteria samples. We can get that by breaking down mutagens. We've probably not got a massive amount of power. 435, I'm happy with that. We've got the bare stuff on us at the moment. Might be good picking up another food. We're going to go on a bit of a trek. We do have some cobalt to put some windows in here. I just haven't got round to doing it. I want to empty this before we go. And to be quite honest, we'll just drink a water now. Keep our stuff up to max. Now, I'm not going to eat the honey. What do we need? Actually, I want to empty the beehive. It's on the roof, isn't it now? Because that would be the next thing I would want, is my drone station. Sort of have that set up ready. So we've got a good amount of bees now. So what else could we do with bees? I know they're needed for these farms, but I would have to wait for the T1s to come back. Yeah, T1s and T2 fertilizers. When that comes back, we can build some outdoor farms, grab a seed in each, try and keep all the 4, and then whenever we need to do it, we've always got some crops. Or if we need to eat, the food's sorted. Anything else? We didn't bring the algae for that, but we can always grab that at a later date. Too early for aquariums and all that. We haven't found any water, so algae generators no use yet. I would like to build that. Explosives we need to find a good source of iridium on this planet, I think. You know, 2 explosives powders, and I don't think we've got that now. And those terror tokens is what's coming back from the original planet. We could do an explosive. But it takes 283 power. It does give us a bit of heat and pressure. The rest of the stuff I've got. And if I do that, then I can break the one downstairs down. I need to get an autocrafter, so then I don't have to keep running around it. It will just automatically craft the stuff if we've got the resources. What else was the other part to the recipe? Circuit board. So I'm going to need 2 circuit boards because I need one for the actual building. Did we get the selenium? I think we did pick some up, but where did I put them? Probably in this one. 2 super alloy and the explosives we're about to make now. It does also mean that can go. I'm not certain how big this thing is, so we'll see in a minute. Fairly big. I mean, I could possibly get it against the back wall there. Let's see if it'll work. We can rebuild that in a second. We will be going out exploring pretty soon. Yeah, that would work nicely there under the stairs. Well, it did go green a second. I think I'm happy with that. So anything I don't want, I can put in that side. So like deconstruction chips, I don't need them anymore. And then it takes, I think it's 75, is it? 45 seconds. And you can give it up to 9 items. So even I can put super alloy rods in here and it'll break them down into individual components. And we can say like supply all on here. To take the stuff out of this once it's been split back to the lockers. We will start doing that and stuff. Let's get rid of that and see where I can get my T2 up. That one there. Actually, I can fit that in that gap there. Just block that off a little bit. But if I put it that side, it's going to block it off. Can I get it back anymore? That's about the best I'm going to do. And it gives me enough room to get to there. And then for us to build the... Oh, actually, it allows me to build it without taking it down. So this is our little deconstruction crafting area. I'm happy with that. What do we need for the new solar? All crushers are no good anymore because that thing just takes over. Let's pin that one up. We can take that one off because we've done it. Do I have a fusion power cell for this? But we won't have the power, I'm pretty certain. Drones is 850. Yeah, we ain't going to have that. Not until the pulsars come back. So I'm happy with what we've built so far. We're ready to eat one of the foods. Let's just put this stuff away. And then when we come back, all that stuff should have broke down. Might be worth breaking down another super alloy rod. Just need to find a good way of getting sulfur. So as you see, they've already gone out of there. And they broke down back into the base resources. So yeah, that's going to be really good. And I'm glad I can get it underneath the stairs. That's just fantastic. I wasn't planning that. And we want 2 food, 2 water, and an oxygen. So we're ready to go to start exploring again. So let's just have a quick look at the map. So currently we did this one here because that was where the trees was. There's something here just to our left. So let's go and explore that. Which is up that side. And we'll move the heat generator over eventually. I would like to go and have a look down in these caves, if they are caves. Oh, not quite a cave, but definitely somewhere hiding secrets. Very good amount of stuff. If I can get a couple of pulsar quartz, I'll go back and get another power down. Okay, nothing else over this side. Anything hiding over here? Oh, it's just like a little ideal. Very nice. So what sort of direction are we looking for this now? According to this, it's just to my left. I'm just going to pick my buggy up. Oh, there it is. Oh no, that's my base. So easy to get turned around again. I have no idea about this planet. I didn't play the test server. Oh, it's there. Not too big. Get our trucks down. And it's very close to our base, so it's easy for us to get back. Dump everything in there and always keep the water, oxygen and food on me, just as a backup. What have we got nice in here? Some sort of blue crystal in there. Is there a message on this screen? No, there's no power. Maybe we can restore power to this. That looks like a super alloy storm. Oh no, it's pulsar. Oh no, it is super alloy. I always struggle to tell the difference between them two storms. Can we break any of this down is my next thing. I've got my deconstruct on. Nothing. But there is stuff in there. Okay, we've got a T1 fertilizer. We said we needed that. We are nearly out of iron, so I will take the iron. Let's go into the back room over here. There was a similar design to this in Humble when you went round by the purple beach. There was a very similar design to this building, and we said we needed bacteria as well, so that's very good items to find in here. Little fridge there. Okay, it's giving me a deconstruct top trim, but it's not giving me an option to loot it. But when I switch to deconstruction, it tells me it can be deconstructed, but it doesn't actually deconstruct it, so we'll leave that. Looking around the back, seeing if there's anything hidden around. Now, there was an area like this that spawned butterflies, but again, we're well too early to get butterfly spawning. It's not bad stuff. We'll probably come back here later, maybe something spawns in here when we get to insect stage. That's even if there is an insect stage. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much. Okay, before quick, my oxygen. Oof. Need to pay closer attention. And the water I need as well, so let's get that spare water out. Dump everything in. Food. Oxygen. We actually have got no more water on us, so we'll pop back to our water container. Yeah, we didn't pick up much loot. That was a nice, easy one to do. That's my base down there with some lights on now. It would be nice putting a beacon on here saying that. Beacon was aluminium and some other stuff. So let's just empty this out while we're back at the base. Do we have enough to build a beacon? Titanium, silicon and aluminium. Until I get used to the base, I just want markers just to guide me around. Get rid of all the iron. Lots of circuit boards, lots of osmium. So we could do more. Possibly more of the optimizers. I think I'm going to take the bees out of here. And the 10 minutes is probably up, so we've probably got our thing back with our goods. Yeah, we'll just put that in there for now. Actually, haven't we got a locker for seeds? No. I think we just left all the seeds at the other place. So take all the bio stuff out. Take these out just for now. We'll make up more lockers pretty soon. And let's take all these crystals out. So we have got a couple of our... So we could possibly build this as soon as we've got our power sorted. Go and get that beacon up first. And the beacon doesn't have to be on the top, it can just be under here. Just so we can see it from a distance. I think the car's blue, so let's change it to a different colour. Yeah, that's going to be nice and easy to see. Pop back to our rocket. Yeah, our rocket's there because you can see the little unit on the centre. It means our goods are back. Brilliant. We can get some of those screens done I wanted. Because we are getting terraformation on in, it is going to be multiplying with the stuff on the other site. So the first thing I want is a silicon and a solar. Let's get that screen up. Okay, and that's one way to get down the stairs. I'm not certain I'm a massive fan of that. Having the screen stacked up, especially up to the height I'm trying to get them. So what I'm going to do is put it all the way over here. We don't need to see the terraformation at the bottom because we've got our terraformation screen at the top up there. Because it's a corner unit, let's just angle it. So let's have a look. What have we got? So currently we've got 1.69 TTI at prime. Now considering we left at the start of the last episode with that coming up to about, I think it was like 0.9. It's nearly doubled since we've been away. So that's going to hit the 4 cap pretty soon. It's probably going faster than the Humble. Selenea. Actually, it shouldn't because Humble's got all the animals boosted, so that should be going a lot faster. And I think Humble, I've got 10 of each rocket. But again, it's still ticking up quite nicely. So what unlocks have we got down here? So we have unlocked the T2 insect spreader rockets. That's nice. We've unlocked a better jetpack. Probably going to need cosmic quartz. We're going to have a look in a second. We can do trade rocket multipliers. T2 plant rockets. We already had that one from the previous planet. And we can do T2 pressure as well. So T2 pressure, plant, and insects. And we can make our own T2 rocket engines now. The next, there's only 2 unlocks left. Cosmic quartz and power is it? Yeah, energy multipliers. So what is the next unlock? It is DCs. Actually, that's not too bad. With 45 out of 500 DCs. So that will come just over the next few episodes we'll get the energy, and then we've got to go up to the next tier to get cosmic, which won't be until we do the last moon. Yeah, I'm happy I finally got that screen, so that means we can finally take that pin off there. We do have enough power stuff, so if we can get some super alloy. Did I put one in here? I think I did, yeah. So currently our power is 130. Once we get two more optimizer fuses, this will just go silly. So it's not that one, it's this one. Now we've got that with towards the back. Let's have a look how we're doing with power now. 2,357. So I'm happy to take that back down. Gives me the uranium rod back. We shouldn't have much drop on it. 2,200 power, that's more than enough. So we do have the uranium rod, and we can build a trade platform. So we need a super alloy, we need a standard rocket engine, which will be in this one. And we need 3 of those. We will go out exploring. I just want to get some of this base stuff set up in advance. Let's see if we can link the trade rocket onto the side of this. See it linking, but not on the right part. There, perfect. And because this is 2 tierites going in the ground nicely. And we have 102 because we sold all them crystals before we left it. Now, if we did want to get plants and butterfly going, that's the one I purchased. So the T2 butterfly drones, or the buildings to fit them in, you can have 2 in each, and 8. So I would need 16 of those. Now, I don't know if there's any butterflies on here, and I can always just sell these back. So we could purchase those. That means we could get some oxygen set up finally. We can buy the fuses we're missing. So I could get 2 more energy fuses. That'll cost 84,000. But that will get us sorted with power for a little while. I'm looking, is there a way to boost oxygen? Because I don't think we've got golden seeds on here. Now, I could build a lot of these T2s, but I don't like the tree things. They're spread out too far. Could do cocoa and wheat. I mean, I was looking something like a golden seed in here, but there isn't. There's only the tree version of it. So what's the difference between these? 1,500, 1,400. I think I'm happy with just that at the moment. Yeah. As I can see my oxygen going down, so I've got to make a decision fast. So we'll have enough to get 8 butterflies. We just need to make sure we can craft them. So let's just come in here a second. Going to need to grab more water out there because I haven't got massive amounts at the moment. We'll just keep the production on that, keep making it. We'll have a platform all the way around once I can get enough iron and stuff to do that. And I will take that screen off and move it down later. So what else have we got to make? We've done the trade rocket, so that can go. We was looking at doing the drone station. Power was an issue. That's one of the reasons why I didn't do it. We do have the 1 fusion cell there. Hopefully we don't need any immediately. We don't have... actually, that was what it was. I didn't have the osmium rods. Now, I can order them from the planet we just come from. That's got it on production, which might be a good idea. Let's put all the pulsars away. We do have a good amount of cosmic quartz because we've just ordered them. Magnetars, we've got a few. And I think I will do a playthrough after this on hardcore, but not using any of the interplanetary stuff. Finding everything on the planet to survive. We just build the pod to get here. I think that would be a fun playthrough. Let's put all them away. Okay, so we did want something with these, so I need to remember what I needed the T1s for. Where was we putting gas? Go into this one, because the other locker's nearly full. Let's put all the excess water away. How are we doing with food? We've still got quite a bit. 1 aluminium. So let's put everything away so we can start afresh. So the next thing I wanted to do was the T2. This one here. Don't think we've got the bacterias yet. We've got one of them. So that means I can go and break this downstairs. Go and set it up because it takes 45 seconds and then we can come back and grab it in a minute. Okay, so that sorts the bacterias out. Then we'll need 2 T1s. We would need a sulfur. We haven't found sulfur. Is there anything I've got here I can break down to sulfur? The only thing that jumps out at me would be explosive powder. We could get explosive powder. Okay, so let's go and put that order in because it takes 10 minutes to get here. So what do we need for the butterflies? If we're going to order all them butterflies, we want to be ready to start making them. So it'd be this one here. So we need a load of bioplastics and a load of fabrics, and I'm pretty certain I haven't got that on this planet. Have I got no cloth at all on this planet? Could just be that it doesn't... Ah, no, there. I've got loads of this one. So I'd need 16 fabrics and 8 bioplastics. We'll order an osmium rod because we need one of them for one of the items I wanted to build. I'm just trying to find my bioplastics. There they are. 25. So in 10 minutes we can go and get the butterflies set up. That will start pushing our number up a bit. Yeah, first set of water. So we're going to start having some ponds falling on the... This is like the first signs that you'll get your standing water on the ground. Now, sulfur was something I did say about getting, so unfortunately we're going to have to leave that at the moment. And we can't do the drone station. So I think I've built as much as I can. That would be a nice one to get as well. Getting these up and running, because that will give me loads of bees and stuff. We've got food, we've got water, so let's put the stuff away we don't need. So, the stuff I did break down. Actually, we did get the sulfur, didn't we? I got that gave sulfur. We've got the 2 bios, the sulfur, the 2. We don't need the gas, and I just need a super alloy. I think the way I did the base the last time, I put it on the left side over here. Now that means this will have to go down. It wasn't allowing me to deconstruct it. Could connect it to the top, but I want to connect it to the bottom side there. Let's go and put that atmosphere water collector back down. That's strange. Why are you not letting me put it down now? Okay, maybe we're missing something for... No, we've got all the items on us. Why won't you allow me to put it down now? Seriously, I've got to put it all the way out here. Okay. Well, if that's what I've got to do, that's what I've got to do. I think I've got my buggy on me, got 2 waters, got the oxygen, got food. Okay, where are we going next? So we're currently here. We did this. We did this little base down here. You know there's that big thing up there. And then we've got another big units up here. So I think I just want to go down the back here and have a explore and see what's down this end. We don't have to beeline for the story or anything on here. We can take our time. We cleared out this. Would be nice going down into any ditches. There was one towards the start. Just before the water starts settling. So this is above where we looted the first base. And I think we did see a path up the side and we didn't take it the once. Nah, it's not a path. But we are above where that was. So also I'm just looking around to see if there's any chests just randomly around. Any caves, any procedural wrecks. I won't be going in procedural wrecks yet. Oh, that definitely looks like something's up there. No, it's just the way the rock formation is. Now, at some point, there is going to be something on here that's going to need fusion cells. Okay, there's something over in the left. But we can't actually see anything up towards our left. Unless it's this thing we're still seeing. No, that's definitely further in the distance. Because that's the one we searched just down here between us and the pink. Those are the trees we started off with from our spreader. If things get too tricky and we can't go, we can just pick up our car and use the jetpack to get around. I've got a little bit of time. I don't need to stop immediately. Any cave system in amongst this? Possibly. Drink that water while it's shouting at me. Definitely something in here. Okay, this is very similar to the other cave thing we spotted. Fusion energy cell. We said we needed one. Another one there. A T2 engine. Another growth multiplier. I like these little ideals. It rewards you for exploring. A lot of pipes hanging around underneath. You never know what secrets have hidden around the corners. Okay, nothing there. We seen obsidian underneath us. Yeah. So this part of the map's got obsidian in. We have got a good amount of it at the moment, so I don't need to pick it up. But it's nice knowing where you can get the resources from. Like I say, I'm looking for caves for stuff like iridium, because I'm going to need a lot of explosive powders if I want to build a load of those T5 eaters. I think it's time I get out the car, pick it up. Looking a bit treacherous around here. Ooh. I've never come across a part in the game that you can fall down a chasm and you can't get back out. There's no falling to your death, but there's definitely stuff down there. Keep on the high ground at the moment. We did see some sort of domes over this side. Probably in the outer bounds areas at the moment, but that's fine. There's some domes in front of us. So do we know about that? It might be these over here. But there's a big complex below us to the left. Sorry, to our right. Not that left, the other left. Okay. Now, as long as we've got the jetpack, we shouldn't die by jumping down. Now, how low all this seems... there is water starting to come in onto the ground. I think I'm just going to go down. But this looks like a lake. Just the way it's got waviness underneath. Don't think we've come in the right way. Okay, there's a lot of ice here, so I'm thinking whatever this is, we've come here too early. Okay, so I'm on a roof. Definitely some sort of complex underneath us. You open. Quarantine activated. Environment requires are not met. You need 1 ppm oxygen. We haven't really got that much for oxygen at the moment because there's no golden seeds and no really great seeds we found. I could just put the lower tier seeds in. We did find a load at that first base we explored. But it looks like all this is off limits. Let's get our bug down, get some oxygen. We definitely will be coming back to this. But I'm thinking we're jumping ahead. But I like to explore, what can I say? Go up onto the top over here and see what's over here this side. So what resources have we got around here? Selenium. There's always random chests out in the middle of nowhere. This planet is a bit more barren than most. Or shall I say moon. I am going to use planet and moon interchangeable. A lot of good resources around here. And it's a fairly flat area. This would make a great base. Well, I think I know where I'm going season 2 for a base. But yeah, extremely flat. Looking over the domes there. There'll be some sort of lake below. Definitely base material. Okay, so we have got some water coming in there. Got like a bridge going over, so I'm guessing all that underneath's going to flood. So if there's a bridge going from that which we can't get into, where's it coming from? And the other question is, if this water started to come in, is there anything hidden underneath? Chests, secrets, caves. Might be a cave there and it might be a cave there because it seems weird for having like frozen just in the middle of nowhere. Okay. So we're not really finding anything that way. And it is flat enough where I could probably get my buggy back out. Yeah, let's get the buggy back out so we haven't got to worry about oxygen. So up the hill or down. Let's go up the hill. Just watching the time. I'm notorious for going way over my intended length on videos. A load of ice here. Might be some caves up there appearing later. Stuff around here looks like they've got frozen blocking something. Another great base location. But we've probably just found the worst one and just gone with it. I'm not going to rebuild at this stage. something over to my left, so that's probably where the path was leading to. This going up to this? It is, and there's a door to get in, but before we go into the door, how are we doing with food? Doing pretty good. We might just have to build some containers out here. It would have been nice if I'd have brought some... We need another super alloy. Is it 2 super alloys or 2 chips? Oh, it is 2 super alloy. So if we can find a super alloy hanging around, build some chests out here, because I'm guessing that's going to have a lot of loot in there, because that's massive. 2 big domes. Look at Inside City. Now, we does say we can unlock mega domes on tier 5. Sorry, at 5.1 TTI. Maybe these are the domes we can build. I can't imagine us building anything that big. Okay, we found a door, so let's go for the door. There doesn't seem to be anything hiding around the back here. Boo game. No chest down this way, so yeah, let's go where we found the door, which is over this way somewhere. Let's see if it's open. The last one wasn't because it said it was quarantined. Quarantine activated. Won't open until 1 PPA pressure. Now, I don't know what my pressure is at the moment. So, again, we're a bit too early for both of these. So, yeah, we're round by here. We've gone to there. That was the other one that was locked up. Let's continue around into this area and see if there's anything hiding around there. And then we can always go back at the very end. So I want to go sort of northwestish. Where do you get into this one? Maybe this is open. Ah, there might be a door there. The door over there. But if the other side's locked up, I'm guessing this is going to be locked up. Okay, there's something else here. Wow, this is massive. Now, there is no combat in this game. So I'm guessing them guns aren't going to shoot us. Okay, so this must lead on to that. Hydration's low. Down to the last water, so we can't be out all day. Way into this building. No, it's not the design way to get in, but something here. It's sealed, going up, going over. Yeah, it's glass. We can't go in any of these areas. We're definitely coming in this from the wrong angle. Those are sealed up. Looks like some sort of landing area for ships. Just looking at what's on the map in front of me. So there's something over there directly, but I can't see. Oh, it might be this unit. So if we can't get into this and we can't get into this, let's try going into that over there. Long drop. Trying to get onto that surface over there. Oh, just about made it. Bigger gap than I thought. Yeah, that's a mega complex to go and explore over there. And having our marker, we can see where our base is in relation to us. So we're west from our base, because our base is sort of over to the east. Some water down there. I'm disappointed with the amount of loot in the overworld. Normally this game's quite generous for exploring. Some sort of bridge. Is there a way into here? Well, there might be a door over to the right. Do we have any iron on us? We do have a couple of bits. See if we can build on this. We can. Very rare you can actually build on structures. Oh, I'm happy with that. Sort of pre-existing structures. Oh, we got loot. Nothing too great. Rocket engine's okay. Not terrible loot. Hey, beeping at me. Is that my last food? Yeah, my last food and water. So we do have to probably make our way back to our base before we go into here. Okay, there's definitely a door up there. Unless we can find, okay, some super alloy. Not terrible. I think that's us full. Now, we could just build some lockers and dump this stuff here, but we need to go back to base. Ah, talking of water, we've got our thing to... Water runs out a lot faster than food. Get down here. Anything hiding underneath before the water gets too high? Not that I'm looking. Doesn't look like anything's hiding. Now, with Unbolt, they didn't put in the Starform crates until I think it was 1 or 2 patches after the game dropped. So there is a good chance that they will put some sort of golden chest, Starform crate, whatever the company is involved with this, eventually into the game, which might not be in yet. I'm trying to get back up to my buggy, because that is my oxygen. Maybe I should have took the buggy with me. Actually, did I take the buggy with me? No, I left it on the bridge. Yeah, don't jump down into an hill unless you take your oxygen up with you. And I think what I'm going to do is just put standard crate over here. Use up some of the iron I've got on me. Give me a few spaces. And then I can pick my buggy up because I was full up to the brim. Okay, so I think I want to start heading back towards my pink. Although we've got the water sorted, we're not great on food. And we have saw these wires around our base area. Yeah, definitely coming today. It looks like that you've got to search that and then wait. We'll have a look at our pressure as well. How far off 1 TI, sort of 1 PPI is it? Trying to have a look down here. See if there was caves. I think this is where my base is because that's where our tree spreaders are down there. We're actually above the base. In the mountains. Got to make sure because if you touch the ground it stops your jetpack. And if I fall from the top there it's probably going to be instant death. Yeah, we had a good explore around. We did some base building at the start. I think we'll dump all this loot. Did I actually pick my truck back up? Yeah, I did. That would have been silly if I hadn't. Did we order some stuff? I think we did, but we might not have enough room to... Yeah, that's for the butterfly stuff. So we'll come back and grab that in a second. Actually, we can grab the osmium because there was something I could build with that. And just put the truck out here for the moment. Just so I don't forget where it is. I think it was like 2,000 power, 1,700, so we're still pretty good. And then this is where the barks, for when we do need bark, it's going to be there ready. We have picked up quite a bit of it. Okay, let's get this stuff away. Greens can go into here, rods can go into here just for the moment. We will separate them out into more lockers. We have a good amount of super alloy. So we could break that down into individuals and build a load of lockers up here. In between episodes, I might end up doing that. T2 rocket should really be in here. And the fusion cell. So we're up to 3 fusion cells now. So what was that thing? I think it was the drone station, wasn't it, I wanted to build? We would need rocket engines to actually build the drones. We might have enough to do this now. Oh, actually, we did that one, didn't we? Because that was the T2. So what else haven't we got? We've got the exchange shuttle. Like I said, I don't really use that. Could put a vehicle station down. Wouldn't be terrible. Just in case we do forget our truck somewhere, we could instant call it back. That might be a good one to build. We're definitely going to be needing a launch platform at some point, so that's another good one to build. Not worried about genetics and stuff like that. I'll probably never get into that. I did it on the first planet. And we haven't got a source of water close to us. So that would be a reason to move base. So let's just build the 3 we've just set up. So let's start from the bottom and work up. We've got a stupid... Okay, so we have got a good amount of super alloys. To build a load of more stuff. So what am I looking for? Enough space to get 3 iron. 3 titanium. So we can build the bottom one. We've got 2 aluminium up here. We need a 3rd. And we need an iridium rod. And then a couple of more super alloy, most likely. The next item. Oh, we've got a good amount of super alloy, so we'll be good. We want 3 circuit boards. This. And then we want them rods. The osmium. And a fusion cell. So let's just put one of those in here just for the moment. Should have more than enough power to do this, but I think we've got enough in there to build another generator if we need to. Okay, so let's deal with the launch platform first. See if we can attach it to this. Have our launch complex all together. This is big. I think it's the other way you need to do. You need to put this down, then... Because this doesn't... Oh, actually, it is snapping. And we have got stairs on the front, but unfortunately... Let's see if we can get a better place for it. Don't want floating stairs. Yeah, this has always been a problem to get down. I think we're just going to have it as a separate place. I think what I'll do is, can we... How much space have I got? Nothing. Okay, let's get some oxygen before we die. Drink some water. We don't need to skimp when we're around the base. This storm isn't exactly helping things at the moment. So what I'm thinking to do is, can we get... Dump all that in there, I'm okay with that at the moment. Can we get these to attach to that? Do it in reverse. And I can't do this because this is full, isn't it? We get that in the car as well. Put the least amount of stuff on us as possible. I'm happy just to swap that out with super alloy. There. We put the big rocket here, then try and attach these on after. Oh yeah, we ordered a load of butterflies. I did forget about them. How are we doing with space? We should have enough to take this back down. So we want them stairs really... It's not actually too bad where it is. So in that case, can we attach a trade rocket to the front? Possibly. That snapped. So the trade rocket's there. We've got the stairs there. And the next thing is, can we get the interplanetary on this side? Where's the stairs on this? Them out the front. I actually like that. Rocket there, trade rocket there, and then you walk up here for the launch pad. And none of the stairs are floating. And because this has such a big base, it should be synced into the ground all the way around. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, that little corner is just slightly raised up, but these stairs are nice into the ground, into the ground, into the ground. A little bit there off. But yeah, I'm happy with that. It was worth taking the time to do it. So, we can get rid of this. We want to get the vehicle station next. Need the stuff back out the truck. Need the rod. 1, 2. Where's the third aluminium? Swore picked up 3. There it is. We can get our oxygen done. Let's see if I can connect this to the same structure. So there's the ramp for the truck. Drives up here. Yeah, that's not to my liking. Could also have the garage up here. Want that to sink onto the bottom. Probably don't want it there. Yeah, that ramp's too far up. It's because we're on an hill. It's always going to be a problem. Can use it because we are going to be needing this pretty soon. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's took a little while to find a space, but it's sunk into the ground. Would have been nice to attach it to the building. Maybe if we put a bottom onto this, then I'll be able to make that work. But not right this second. So yeah, good with that. Let's get some oxygen. Now to sort the power out, let's put 2 more fuses into that. That should give us a stupid amount of power now. Over 10,500 power. So I don't need to build any more generators anytime soon. Considering I've got a lot of big usage up there. We do want somewhere for the drone station to be. It's probably going to be up here. Don't think I've got much iron. Come on. I think I'm going to keep the cloth and that in there because we know that's for the butterflies. Then we can put the butterflies in there and we know this is going to be all the cloth, all the butterflies and all the bioplastics. And then we can just go and sort out the rest of the stuff for that. And I think that's where I'm going to call it in this episode. So we've done the vehicle base, so that can go. We haven't done the drone station. But I'm okay with that at the moment. Let's just get the butterflies down. So we've got the 2 cloths. We would need 8 Zeolite and 8 T2s. And if we haven't got it, we can just order it in. Well, we could do 6. How many T2s have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm happy with putting 6 down. 6 better than none. Get rid of some of the stuff out of my bag because it's just too overloaded again. And this is bios, so don't need any of this bio stuff. Putting seeds in here as well. I think we was dumping flowers in here just for the moment. Gasker's in there, but I haven't got any. We'll keep the stuff on us for the T2 drones. Eat that food. And I think between episodes, what I'm going to end up doing is make a load more lockers and set them up. I've actually got 7 osmium. That means I can set 7 of these butterflies up already. Then we can come back for T2. Fusion energy we need for the other building. What haven't I got on me? Osmium. Well, we're going to need those. Yeah, we're going to need the osmiums for the T2. Actually, no, because we haven't got the explosives powder, so we can't do the optimizer yet. But we could take it off the power and build another power instead and just swap it over for the moment. Ah, that was it. Have we got the fuses? To boost the insects? I don't think we have. We have to craft those. So there's a lot of things just diving around at the moment. I'm trying to work out which is the best way to do things. Take 1 food and 1 water. Let's see if we can go and make 7 butterflies. We can do 3.5 with the butterflies, but we can actually make 7. So where would we want butterflies? They do cause a lot of busyness. Down by the caves, I think, is nice. We can have that for pressure, that for eat, and we can put it down here. That's 7. Then we'll go and have a look at our numbers. Now we have ticked over to GTI and we are at 1 GTI now. Let's take everything out the buggy. Cooperate with me. We just need 1 more zeolite, 1 more tier 2, and we can get the whole batch of these done. So 2's in there already. And then we'll probably have a look at doing some rockets in the next one. I do want to get the drone station set up, so I want to get a platform, but I need to go hunting for iron. Should have 2 butterflies left over at the end. And these are very good multipliers, these butterflies are. So if you have a look, it is giving us 3000%, and that's without any boosts on it. And that's just because of the butterflies inside. Each one's 1500%. That's giving us 26,250 grams each one. Let's just go and see what that's did to our numbers. We also want to check on pressure oxygen, see if them above that 1 pp. It was asking us to unlock those areas. But we do have that other one to do first. So let's just have a look at our numbers. So we're up to 715. I think that needs to go up to 1,000. The pressure, he's saying it's at 7,000, but that's nanopascals, not pascals. So we need to go up more on that by the looks of it. And oxygen, we're at 103,000, but I think we might need to go up to the next tier before those buildings will come out of quarantine. Our biomass is flying up now because we've got a massive amount of insects. 164,000 on the insects, but we only need to build one more and we've got the full set. And I won't do any more insects than that on this save. Probably end up doing some plants, but it's probably going to be the oasis. I'll have a dig around and see what resources I can come up with to try and complete some of these jobs. And go and collect a load of iron to go and finish this. And also go and bring up my heat stations into that corner. But yeah, that's a great place to call it. Thank you very much everybody for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.